In my garden this summer, I grew one pumpkin plant and one butternut squash plant. And let's just say I've been giving out complimentary butternut squash to everyone who comes to visit us. And we had all the kids on our road come to carve pumpkins, and we still have squash and pumpkins left over. I decided with the remaining pumpkins that I'm gonna make pumpkin puree so I can have that around and I don't have to buy cans of it come Thanksgiving, Christmas, the random Tuesday that I want to make a pumpkin pie. And I'm also gonna roast the seeds out of these bad boys because they're super good roasted with our very own Tom's steak rub. So I sprayed and brushed my stones with olive oil, and that's where I'll put the pumpkins on to roast in the oven. Also, it's a great way to season your stoneware. Like, stoneware is kind of like cast iron where it needs a season and you shouldn't wash it with soap. This is a newer stone. It's been seasoned. That glare is bad. It's been seasoned a couple of times, but you can definitely tell that it's like brand new almost. And this bad boy is my old trusty one that I've had since we got married, and you can see that it's like good and black and seasoned most places. I mean, it's still got a good season here, but that's where I cut things out of it. Also, I got this on Amazon, and you like pump it up, and then it's supposed to be like a cooking spray, but you can refill it. It works okay. I wish that it worked better, but it's good enough for what I need it for. Cut these bad boys in half, maybe. I actually broke the tip of this knife off trying to cut a squash one time. Not a pumpkin squash, a butternut squash. Grab a bowl to put my seeds in. And a spoon to scoop them out. I try to get the seeds without a lot of guts on them, because then they're easier to clean. But if you get pumpkin with a lot of pumpkin guts on it, which I'll do this anyway, but maybe not overnight, but if you have like a ton of guts on your pumpkin seeds, just soak them in water in the refrigerator overnight, and then the guts just come right off. All these pumpkin guts and the pumpkin rind, when I get done roasting the pumpkin, will go out to my chickens, which I've heard that pumpkin is really good for chicken digestion. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's what I've heard. These pumpkins have been in the oven at 400 degrees for 40 minutes, and I just do like a poke test to make sure that they're soft before I take them out. Then I just do the spoon test to make sure that they're truly soft all the way through. This one is. Also, don't mind our leftover breakfast egg pan. So I'll let them cool off, and then I will put them in my blender to puree them. Because I don't have a really good food processor or blender, I'm going to make the puree using my handy dandy KitchenAid immersion blender. If I roasted my pumpkin right, it should be pretty soft, and with the addition of a little water, it should blend right up and make a nice puree. Full disclosure, this is the first time I'm using this little scoop thing. I've always just used a big kitchen spoon, but I found this when I was grabbing my bowl. It actually came with my Instant Pot, and I thought it might work really good for scooping out pumpkins, and turns out I wasn't wrong. This measuring cup holds 2 cups, and I just filled it up, but I probably won't use it all. I just will kind of add and see where I'm at. There's my pumpkin puree. I ended up using about half of that water, so I used just a little over a cup of water to get this puree. And now I will put it in food saver bags, measured out for individual pies, and put it in the freezer. Seeds are roasted, pumpkin is pureed. Now I have a giant mess to clean up.